What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today I'm really excited to be talking about why this alt season is going to be bigger than every single other alt season we've experienced. I'm going to be running over what the last alt season looked like and what I think this one will look like. Before we get started though, make sure that you're a subscriber to this channel as well as sharing this video with your friends and liking it up for me. I really appreciate all of the people tuning in every single day on this channel as I make 5 videos a week just for you guys all through 2020 to keep you guys profitable inside of these markets. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Oh, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. My favorite chart that I've ever looked at. This chart really made me fall in love with technical analysis, made me fall in love with investing, and allowed me to completely change my life from a financial perspective. And so this chart really is dear to me. There's been a lot of days where I loved what it was doing, a lot of days where I was a little frustrated with what I was doing, but through all of that, I've actually learned how to maintain my composure, my emotional composure, my emotional maturity through the cycles, through the markets, through every candlestick. It's taught me something new. And today, Bitcoin for me, I want to talk about Bitcoin very first because it's very related to Altseason. Bitcoin is very bullish. You guys already know my video yesterday. I talked about how equities and Bitcoin are probably going to go up together. I fully expect them to rise up together. And I was talking a little bit about why that is the case from a fractal perspective, from a market cycle perspective, from an Elliott wave perspective. And so today I just wanted to look at the 2-day candlesticks with Bitcoin a little bit for you guys, show you this ascending triangle where we have lower highs being formed as well as flat resistance points, which is a very bullish consolidation pattern. This is definitely an accumulation pattern through this range. And as we break this range, you guys, it's really going to be a beautiful thing to see that range break, to see the movement on the upside, because we're definitely going to get above this resistance here, which will really carry the market. And you guys, as far as the equity markets go, I expect Bitcoin to be the driver. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology will actually be one of the primary drivers of the next bullish cycle inside of the equities markets. And Bitcoin, for me, is at the forefront of all of that. If you guys hear a little bit of construction going on outside, bear with me. You guys, you already know that I moved to California, Santa Monica. Super grateful to be here. I got recording studio foam on the way to do some cancellation on my house, but there's a little bit of construction going on outside. So bear with me while I get this handled. Really won't be that long before the studio foam is here up in my bedroom. There won't be any echo. It'll be nice and quiet. And also the construction workers doing their thing out there are almost done already with what they're doing. So anyways, you guys, I appreciate you bearing with me through this process, through the moving process. I know that the flow of the videos were coming really, really smooth, and then just the moving process and everything, I am getting back into that flow, and it feels really nice to be back into that flow. So anyways, you guys, Bitcoin definitely is setting up for a breakout, and that's really going to carry the altcoins, but Bitcoin can rise and we can still actually have alt season. So let's take a look at what happened in the last alt season. So this is the last alt season. This is Bitcoin dominance. And so this massive drop in Bitcoin dominance indicates that altcoins were really taking off. If we go into the bigger time frame here with Bitcoin, probably not the 12-month, that's a little too gnarly. But if we go into the bigger time frames here with Bitcoin, you can actually see that this was that period of time. So alt season actually happens during Bitcoin bull markets. And so what's really interesting is a lot of people want to sell their Bitcoin because they want to go all into alts or something like that because they're getting a little too greedy. But don't be that person, you guys. Be the person that holds Bitcoin for stability, for strength, and to reduce volatility, because, you know, during alt season markets, Bitcoin rises, but altcoins are very volatile through this period of time. There's days where they'll go 500% up, and then you might even have 50% corrections and bigger. And so to remember that those corrections not only exist, really goes to show why it's so important to have Bitcoin in your portfolio through that period of time to maintain your profitability, to maintain your market growing, your portfolio growing with the markets, I should say. And that's really what's going to continue to grow your portfolio with a reduction in volatility and a reduction in your own emotional state, because you really don't want to be sitting and tripping about this stuff all the time. You want to set it, forget it, and profit. And so that's kind of why I think it's a really important thing to remember that Bitcoin will be going up. I expect a break of resistance, but that will carry the altcoins, and that will really cause another drop in Bitcoin dominance. And, you know, this definitely could be the top of Bitcoin dominance right here, which means the altcoins will start rising versus the Bitcoin pairs, or they could at least very soon. I think that this trend is either over, meaning that this is the top right here when we hit 73%, or there's another wick and then we go like that. Either way, you guys, the time is now to be preparing for alt season. And so what I do personally for my portfolio is I like to keep a higher percentage in Bitcoin for stability. But now is the time that I've been personally buying up altcoins on Coinbase, on Bittrex, all my favorite exchanges. I've been buying my favorite altcoins up and getting ready for the run up. So let's take a look at what happened in the last alt season, you guys. This is XRP, and you can see the XRP just did this massive accumulation period where everybody thought it was really bearish. They gave up on it. They thought, you know what, this coin's a shit coin. All coins, all cryptos must be dead. And then that's right when alt season started. So this is 2017, and that correlates with the beginning of alt season, just like this right here. So this is the beginning of 2017 right here, and this is the beginning of 2017 right here. And so there definitely is a massive correlation between altcoins and alt season when Bitcoin starts its bull market. And I think Bitcoin, I actually have a really high degree of confidence that Bitcoin has started its bullish trend. And so look how big that alt season is. I mean, all that bearish action that was happening in XRP just got completely engulfed by buyers. And then this is what I was talking about with volatility. You get this massive swing up right here, and then you get like a 78% drop in value. And then it reaccumulates and goes up for another massive upswing in value. And that was kind of the peak right here in 2018 when everything got a little bit overvalued. And you know, we had the beginning of the newer bear market, which we're finally coming out of, when we can see the light at the end of the tunnel for that bear market. So all of this accumulation right here is basically the same as the accumulation that we saw in XRP in its last cycle. And as Bitcoin's starting its bull run, as it moves up in value, Bitcoin dominance can be dropping while Bitcoin's value is increasing, driving the altcoin markets, driving the mania. Because here's the deal, you guys. The altcoin markets rise as Bitcoin goes up because the hype, Bitcoin is the carrier. And so as billions and billions and billions of dollars go into Bitcoin, the cup floweth over. You know, that's a term in the Bible. The cup floweth over. So as the Bitcoin cup continually gets filled up, that flows over into the altcoin markets, which then drives Bitcoin dominance down, but drives the value of Bitcoin up and the value of altcoins up. And so that's really what we're looking for, is that shift to happen in the market, where we go from bearish on altcoin versus Bitcoin pairs to bullish, where we start to get massive green candlesticks, where we start to make millionaires in short periods of time. And that's all going to happen, especially the people that are investing in it now. All you guys that watch my channel, everybody that's stayed through the bear market, everybody that's came recently as the markets have started to pick up in momentum. Shout out to you guys. You guys are visionaries. You can see what others cannot see. And that's really what's going to make you make tons of money, more money than you probably know what to do with. So plan for it now. Write down what you want to do with that money. Have a plan for it that really provides value in the world, or don't do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But at the end of the day, if you do have a plan for your money that generates true value for other people, where you know that what you're going to do with your money to help others, to help yourself, help others, help your community, your family, and your friends, that's true power when it comes to wealth. So, you know, everybody that's watching this channel, you're probably going to get very, very wealthy. A lot of you already are. I know I am. I'm super thankful for that. And and as you get that wealth, just maintain that composure. Remember what you're doing it for and know what you're doing it for right now so that you can direct that energy to something beautiful. So yeah, you guys, I mean, look at Ethereum. This is Ethereum 2016, and then we get the 2017 bull run. Look at this alt season, you guys. Boom, boom, massive green candles. I remember people in my Discord showing me how they made 50 Bitcoin on a single trade, on Poloniex, just trading Ethereum, 50 Bitcoin off this swing up. And then they made like another 130 Bitcoin off this next swing up. And so there's just a lot of money to be made in the markets. And as Ethereum did its cycle like this, it's actually completed an ABC correction, and it's starting another cycle as well, which is going to cause a massive alt season. So that's what that previous alt season looked like. Now let's take a look at what the future alt season is likely to look like. And so we're just going to open up the market cap right here for the altcoins. And I'm going to kind of show you, I've talked about this a little bit in the past, Bitcoin in 2014 and altcoin market cap today is basically an identical structure. And it just goes along with what I was saying earlier, the cup runneth over. So as Bitcoin does its cycles of wealth and wealth generation, that cup runneth over into the altcoin markets. And as they run over into the altcoin markets, they follow behind. So it makes sense that altcoins would look exactly like Bitcoin did in 2015 today. So this looks like how 2015 Bitcoin looked. And so, what 2015 Bitcoin did is it actually went up towards this B wave resistance. So a breakout pattern like this is fully expected. Now that breakout pattern is the beginning of alt season. I mean, we've already started a little bit. There's a lot of coins been popping off, and I've been making money on those. Me and the VIPs have been making money on those as well. Digibyte, we got a bunch of them we've been profiting on in there. And so it's really awesome, but that's just the beginning, you guys. When this swing up happens, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous how much movement we see in the markets. We're going to reaccumulate, and then we're going to see another massive swing up in value. And it will really just be a trend establishment of this giant rounded structure, this big, huge rounded bottom structure that's really just establishing a trend to break the previous all-time high and head into a very, very massive bullish market. And that massive bullish market is going to be so profitable to be part of. It's already been super profitable, but the maximum point of financial opportunity is right now, you guys, in this huge accumulation period right here. This is the point where you can literally make unbelievably life-changing wealth by investing in it. Yes, you will be making life-changing wealth through all of this period of time, but you will make so much more, a ridiculously bigger amount by buying down here when nobody else wants to. And so that's what I've done. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm sharing with you guys in my own investing journal. This is not financial advice. So yeah, you guys, that's kind of the way that I look at the next altcoin season. It's going to be crazy. We're going to break the all-time high. And when we break the all-time high, that's really just going to be stupid parabolic at that point. It's probably going to happen in the future, like over here somewhere. But the market will basically go straight up in the same way that it went straight up in this period here. And it will go straight up, and then it will cool off, and it'll have corrective patterns and consolidation patterns. But just expect that bullish market and expect upside from here, because that's what I see in the charts from a technical perspective, from an investing perspective, from a cycle perspective, and from an Elliott wave perspective. So that's where I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And that's why I'm so excited to share this with you guys today about the altcoins. There's quite a few altcoins that I'm personally watching very closely. You guys already know I like Digibyte, I like BSV, I like Bitcoin Cash, I like XRP, I like Ethereum, I like Litecoin, I like Binance, I like Crypto.com, I like EOS, I like Cardano, I like Tezos, I like Chainlink, I like Stellar, I love Monero. Monero is probably my number one privacy coin ever. And so those are just a few of the coins that I like without going into too much detail about it. And, with the VIP, I actually go into exactly where I expect prices to go, where I'm personally buying. And I go over, those entries, those exits to allow you guys to be profitable along with me so that you guys can see how I'm fishing in these markets for money every single day. And you can emulate that within your portfolio to change your life and your profits. So For everybody that isn't a VIP member, go ahead and shoot me a direct message or an email if you're interested in joining today, and I can get you set up with that. So it's a really, really profitable group to be part of, and I'd love to have you join in for those profits. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Again, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Once I reach 50K subscribers, I'm going to be giving away some VIP and some Bitcoin. So stay tuned for that. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. And, you know, like I said, the cup runneth over, and that's what I've been feeling in my life. So this channel is just about that cup running over for you guys as well. Thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in future updates. As always, stay profitable out there.